Okay, so let's go and see how routing works. Okay, how to configure routing. So now there are three ways to perform routing. There are three ways to achieve routing. We have static routing. We have dynamic routing, and we have default routing. Default routing. Okay, so for the purpose of this training, we will only be dealing with static and default. Okay, dynamic is beyond the scope of this training, but let me explain what the difference between these three, okay, and even dynamic routing. So now let's say we have three of our network as usual. Okay, so now what dynamic routing we do is routers will automatically tell each other about the connected network and the network that they know about, and the network that they know about. Okay, so R3 will automatically tell R2 about, let's go back to our example, network 1, network 2, network 3, network 4. So R3 will automatically tell R2 about network 4. Okay, R2 will automatically tell R1 about network 3. Also, R1 will automatically tell R2 about network 1. So all this will happen automatically. And how will that happen? It is through what is called dynamic routing. In this aspect, what you are making use of is called routing protocols. Routing protocols. So you will configure routing protocol on each of the router, and they will be able to exchange neighbors' network and information, and from there they can reach one another on the internet network. Okay, so some of the routing protocol we have RIP, we have OSPF, we have EIGRP, we have BGP. Okay, like I said, this is beyond the scope of this training, so don't bother yourself much about it. In the future, while you advance in the networking career, you will know more about it. But static routing and default routing, I will be giving you real life example and application of this routing. So now static routing has to do with you as the network professional manually telling the router. Okay, this is opposite of dynamic routing. Now you are manually telling the router, okay, router one, if you want to go to network 3, you are manually telling router 1 that router 1, if you want to go to network 3, send your traffic to R2. Also, you are telling router 1 manually, okay, you are doing the configuration that router 1, if you want to go to network 4, send your traffic to R2. R2 knows about R3 and network 4. Okay, so you are manually telling each of the router, you are manually telling R3 as well that router 3, if you want to go to network 1, send your traffic to R2. He knows about R1 and network 2 or network 1. So you are the one manually carrying out routing, configuring. You are the one manually configuring your router to do routing, which is opposite of dynamic routing. In dynamic routing, you just configure protocol and all the routers will learn one another. So now, default routing, the third one. In default routing, Sometimes we call it a gateway of last resort. Okay, we use this very well in a small network environment to connect that environment to internet. So now, default routing, all what you are telling the router is just one thing. You are telling the router one thing with your configuration. That router one, any network that you are looking for, if anybody tells you that they are going somewhere that you don't know, just send that traffic to this particular place. Okay, I can say router one, if anybody comes to you and is asking you anything outside network 1 and 2, because I know that you only know about 1 and 2. Okay, if anybody is asking you for anything else, send the traffic to this interface or send this traffic to this network. Okay, so if you bring anything, if you are going to, let's say, RU4 for instance, sorry, if you are going to network 4 for instance and network 3 for instance, and you've not configured static routing, you've not configured dynamic routing, and you can configure default routing on your RU1, that any network that they are asking you to reach for them, send them through this interface. So I can tell RU1 that, let's say I want to go to network 4 now from RU1. I would have told RU1 that, okay, because of the configuration that I did, that any destination that you don't know about, just send it to this interface. So I'm going to network 4, right? Once I reach RU1 will just pick that configuration that I did. Okay, thank God. I don't know anything about network 4, but my engineer has already told me that if I don't know anything, I should just send it to this interface. So it's none of my business again. You just put it here and how to go and undo the rest. Okay, if RU2 does not know about it, it will discard it. If he knows about it, it will do the necessary with it. Okay, that is default routing. Okay, you are telling your router that any destination that you don't know about, send any destination network that you don't know anything about. If you receive any traffic going to that destination, just send it to particular interface or particular address. Okay, that is default routing. I will show you practical application of default routing and static routing. So let's go and do some practical. Okay, so let me quickly draw some network diagram. So let's assume this is a bank, for instance, and the bank has just 3 branches. It can be any organization. So they have a branch in Abuja, they have a branch in Lagos. Let's say Lagos is the headquarters. Okay, and they have a branch in Port Harcourt. So I use this system to represent people in the offices in each of the branch. Okay, they can be 50, they can be 100 in each of the branch. Okay, and you connected each of this branch over a 1. Okay, this is where you need 1 now. The 1 is not our discussion now. Okay, so now this is 3 branches. So what you want to do now, so this is a router. This is a router. Okay, let's say this is a RU1. Say this is router 1, router 2, and router 3. So now let's give a difference. Let's give an IP address to each of our network. Okay, this is a, let me quickly do that. Okay, so we have people in Abuja office using 172.16.10.0 network. People in Lagos office, which is the headquarters, are using 172.16.20.0. 24, and people in the Port Harcourt office, they are using 172.16.30.0/24, okay, and they are connected over 10.10.10 network, okay. So Abuja to Lagos is connected on the network of 10.10.10.0.0/24, and Lagos to Port Harcourt are on 10.10.10.10.0/24. So now we want to apply what is called static route now for people in Abuja office to be able to reach headquarters and to be able to reach, we want to configure static route so that people in Abuja office can reach people in the headquarters, which is Lagos, and also reach people in Port Harcourt, okay? So let's go and do that. Also, people in Port Harcourt can reach Lagos and Abuja. Also, headquarters, which is Lagos, can reach both Abuja and Port Harcourt, so that everybody in each of the offices can reach one another, okay? So now let's go and implement static routes on each of our router, telling one another about the connected network and the network that each of them knows about. So let's go to our packet. Let's go to our packet tracer. So let's the work begin. So we have a router representing each of the branch. Okay, Lagos is the headquarters. If you are picking a router for this particular practical, make sure that you use this practical. Make sure you use this router called a generic. Okay, generic router. Okay, make use of the generic generic router. Okay, it is the one that has the interface that we will be using. Okay, so take note of that. So now this is a generic router, this is a generic router. Make sure that is what I use, okay? Because you might be looking for some things that I use in this practical and not be able to find it if you are not using generic router. So let's link them together. So let's link making use of the serial ports. Select a serial DTE. Come here. Select S, put it on 2.0, because this is a one link. We just want to make it look real. So we will be using one link. One link are being found on one connection between branches, between different locations. Okay. Okay, so this is our one link. Okay, this is one. This is one on 10.0 network according to this. Okay, so this is our switch where people are connected to on their LAN in each of the offices. This is for Lagos, this is for Abuja, and this is for Port Harcourt. So let's quickly connect that. So we'll be connecting these two. Okay, connecting these two. Capacity and S0 is what it is connected to on the router, and let's connect this. Let's connect the system. So I only make use of one system just to represent people in the office. What we need is reachability between these people in each of the office. If just one person in the office can reach others in the branches, then everybody in the office can reach one another. Okay, so let's begin. So let's go to our router to give them the IP address. To give them IP address. Let's go and give them IP address. Okay. So let's go to Abuja router. Abuja router. This interface will be configured with .1. While this place will be configured with .2. This place will be .1 with .2. Okay. Let's go. And this place will be configured with .1. This place will be configured with .1. We will configure with .1. Okay, so that will be default gateway for our office systems. This will be the default gateway for each of the LAN. So let's go. Okay, so let's open our router. We are on Abuja router now. Okay. So I will do the IP addressing on just one of the router, and I will do the rest. Okay, let me do it on all the routers so that you can also follow me as I do it. So we are configuring this interface. Let me label this. You don't know how to label, just use how to label. So just pick this place notes, bring it here. So this is 10.10.0.0/24 network. So that's how to label. Okay, we said this place is 172.16.20/24. And we said this place is 10.10.10.0/24. So that's how to label. So once you are done labeling, just click this arrow button or you press escape button. Okay. So all labeling done. So now let's first and foremost configure this interface. Like I said, this interface will be the default gateway for the people in this environment. Okay, default gateway. That's where they will be. That's the interface they will be using to leave their network. So let's go. That's the interface. Internet 0/0. Okay, you can see the label 0/0. The IP address 172.16.10.1 subnet mask. Okay, then we type enter, put no shutdown to put it up. So now the interface are linked to Lagos. Let's give it IP address. That place is a interface. That's interface Syria S2/0, right? Syria 2/0. Okay. So the IP address is 10.10.0.1. Okay, from the diagram, I said you are giving it .1. I'm giving it .1, you are giving it .2. Okay, so let's go back. So .1. Sorry, I didn't put IP address. IP address. IP address 10.10.0/24.255.255.255.0. Okay, so with that, say no shutdown. Okay, we are done with the addressing of router, the Abuja router. Okay, let's go and do addressing of Lagos router. We enable T. So we start with interface serial 202/0. So IP address will be 10.10.0.2/24. Okay. No shutdown 2. Can you see the interface is off? So let's do for this interface. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. So we are giving it the default gateway for these people. Okay. So that will be IP address 172.16.20.1/24. Okay, so do no shutdown. No shutdown. Okay, the interface is off. The interface that leads to Port Harcourt, that's interface serial 3/0, right? That one is a 10.10.10.1, right? We are giving it 1. Yes, .1. 2.1, 255.255.255.0. Sorry, I didn't put IP address at the beginning. Put IP address. And do no shutdown. Okay. So we are done with the addressing of Lagos router. Let's go and do for Port Harcourt router. So we're in Port Harcourt router now. 150 interface serial 2/0 IP address 10.10.10.2, right? 255.255.255.0. Okay, and do no shutdown. If you notice, I'm using shorthand. Okay, if you are sure of what you are trying to type, okay, if you are sure of what you are trying to type, it's not a more that you finish the command. Instead of typing no shutdown full, I can just do no shutdown. Okay, instead of do IP address full, I can just do IP add. Okay, that is why you see me using shorthand sometimes. Okay, so let's do for the interface to the LAN of the Port Harcourt people. So that is a fast Ethernet 00. So that will be the default gateway for that. LAN. Fast Ethernet 0/0. Press enter, then the IP address 172.16.30.1, right? 255.255.255.0. Okay, no shutdown. So let's do some connectivity tests. Let's from Port Harcourt router ping connected networks. Okay, so let's say this is a connected network. Let's ping 10.2, 10.10.10.2. Okay, is reachable. Is reachable. Let's from Lagos ping let's ping Port Harcourt router 10.10.10.2, right? It's going. Let's ping Abuja router from Lagos. Okay, check your connectivity if they are all reachable, so that you won't be fixing issues later. Top 2. Okay, it's also reachable. Okay, we can give IP address to this host too, or maybe we do that later. Okay, so now we have, this is a network, this is a network, this is a network, this is a network, this is a network. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 networks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's even 6. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, sorry. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 networks now. We have 5 networks. Let's go and check that on our diagram. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Yes, good. So let's perform our static routing. Let's even give this equal IP address to see if we can ping, for you to see what I'm talking about. This is a 172.16.10. Let's give it .10. Okay, with 255, right? Let's put the default gateway, right? 172.16.10.1. Okay. Let's assign IP address for this guy too. This guy is on .20 network, 172.16.20.10. So let's test if they can even reach each other. .20.1. That's the default gateway, right? Yeah. So let's configure IP address for this. This is a 30, right? 255 is a 30.1 for the default gateway, right? Yeah. So let's ping. Let's test. So let's ping our default gateway from this is the host on Abuja LAN. Let's ping our default gateway from there. Let's see, so that we know what we are doing. 172.16.10.1. Okay, it can reach the default gateway, which is this place, right? Let's see if it can reach 10.10.0.1, this place. Okay, yeah, .1. So let's see if we can reach the place. Ping 10.10.0.1. Let's see. It's reachable because the router naturally forward traffic to connected network. Okay, this is a connected network. This is another connected network. Let's see if it can reach the interface of Lagos headquarter router. Okay, let's see. That's a .2, right? It cannot. It cannot. It cannot. So these people can't go beyond their router. They can't reach this place. Okay, and they can't reach this place. Can you see? Can you see? It's not going. It's not going. Okay, It can't go beyond here. This router doesn't know about this network. Abuja router does not know about Lagos router, about Lagos router connected network, and it doesn't know about Port Harcourt connected network. The same way, Port Harcourt connected network does not know about Lagos connected network and does not know about Abuja connected network. Let's go to this PC and see if these guys who can leave its network. So let's try to ping the default gateway first. Ping 172.16.30.1, for instance. Can you see? It can also reach its own default gateway. It can't pass this place. Let's see if it can reach this place. That's a 10.10.10.2. Ping 10.10.10.2. Of course, it's going, but it can't get to this place. Okay, let's go and check. Let's go and confirm. That's 10.1. It cannot. So everybody can only reach their directly connected network. Okay, that's how our router behave on a normal day. Okay, this is applicable to Lagos headquarters 2. Lagos headquarters 2 can only ping the default gateway and can only reach only connected network. You can test. You can test from your end. So in the next class, we will perform static routing so that everybody in each of the branches can reach one another. Okay, we need routing to achieve that, which we will be doing in our next class. So see you in the next class.